So today we're going to talk about multiplying monomials by polynomials. So to multiply a monomial and a polynomial, you simply need to distribute the monomial into the polynomial. And if there are any exponents, you need to remember the product rule. And the product rule, if you remember, is x to the a times x to the b equals x to the a plus b. Okay, so that just means you're adding your exponents. So for our first example, we have x times parentheses x plus 4. So step one is to distribute my monomial to both parts of my polynomial. So I'm doing x times x and then x times 4. So x times x, I know that those exponents are both 1, and I need to add them. So 1 plus 1 is 2. So x times x is x squared, and then I'm doing x times 4, and that's 4x. And that's my answer. Now, sometimes you're going to get this where you might have like plus 4x plus 3x or something like that. And you can combine your like terms to simplify, but those are going to be the questions from 15 down on this worksheet. And for example 2, same idea. We're going to go ahead and we're going to distribute to all 3 parts. Okay, so I'm doing 5m to the third times 3m squared first. So I'm going to do 5 times 3. 5 times 3 is 15. And then m to the third times m to the second. That means I'm adding 3 plus 2. 3 plus 2 is 5. And then I'm doing m, or 5m to the third power times negative m. My coefficient here is a negative 1, so 5 times negative 1 is negative 5. And then remember, this is an exponent of 1, so I'm doing 3 plus 1 to get 4. And then my last one, I have negative 7, and I'm multiplying that by 5m to the third power, so I'm doing negative 7 times 5, which is negative 35. And then m to the third power times our one lack of m term here means I just keep it as m to the third. All right, so we're going to go ahead and just flip really fast to the back and go to the geometric application section. I'm not going to show you how to do these ones, but I am going to show you how to set them up because these are a little different. So for number 25, the trapezoid formula is not one that you need to memorize. However, I am going to give it to you, and you will have it on your test on the formula sheet. So the formula for a trapezoid is 1/2 of your height times your base 1 plus base 2. So now you're going to go ahead and do 1/2 times whatever your height is. And your height, remember, is that piece that connects your two bases, which is this right here. Okay, forms that right angle with the bases. My height is 4x squared, so I'm doing my area equals 1/2 of 4x squared. And then I'm going to go ahead and do my base 1 plus base 2. So it doesn't matter which one you pick as base 1 or base 2. I'm just going to do the top one as base 1, the bottom is base 2. You can do whichever way. It's not going to change your answer. So 8x squared plus 3x plus 2x to the third minus x. All right, and then you can go ahead and take your 1/2 times your 4 and then multiply this monomial into all of this. So it's just the same process as what the rest of the worksheet does, so I'm not going to go past that. But I'm going to show you for 26, we do have, it says to find the area of the shaded region as a simplified expression. So I'm looking for this rectangle and this rectangle. So I'm trying to figure out what this gray space here is equal to. So I'm going to go ahead and try and do this, and I'm going to take my outer area, so the area of the outside rectangle, minus the area of the inside rectangle to get my answer here. So I'm going to take my area. Remember, the area of a rectangle is your length times your width, or your base times your height. So I'm doing my 6x times my 8x minus 1. Okay, and then I'm going to subtract my inside one. So subtracting my 2x times 5x plus 3. All right, so then you're going to go ahead and multiply the monomial and then subtract by combining your like terms.